All right, y'all. Welcome to
Welcome,
Shade
welcome.
in the City. First of all, let me start off by apologizing. You know, we want to be respectful of y'all time. We know it's late Sunday night. Some of y'all got to get up for work in the morning. Some of y'all just got to go downstairs and log in. But the point is, you need your beauty rest, and I get it. So we appreciate you being here with us. Unfortunately, we literally were just finishing the episode, so at least it's fresh, right? We coming out here fresh, right? But so if you can, please do us a favor. Make sure you went ahead, hit that like button for us. So let the algorithm do what it do, and let YouTube know you're here with us on this good Sunday evening. And we're gonna
Also,
get into what
and hit
happened.
the button.
Oh yeah, make sure y'all hit the like button. I already said that, but yeah, make sure you subscribe too.
I was about to say you get so long-winded. You just completely just
I did. And y'all, can I just say,
Hey, Shalay. I just love her.
I miss you. Can I just say I ain't even gonna hold you. I love all of you equally. Please do not get that twisted.
Hey,
However,
Danielle.
there are a few people that literally, when I was thinking about doing this today, I said, I really hope I get to see certain people. And already y'all are coming through and falling through. So I appreciate it. So Miss Chalet, hey boo. Hey Danielle, all natural, blatant truth. Hey boo. Look, where's Naya at when you need her? That's another one that I was waiting for. And hopefully we'll see Jeremiah fall through. And you know, our normal regular, you know, starz fam. We appreciate y'all, the continuous support. And I was just about to say, even to piggyback off of what Nell said with the subscribes, y'all really been listening. Y'all definitely been hyping your girl up with the Beyond the Gates review. So I really appreciate it. Look, Nell's just like, but and tuning in to the Sipping Shades, just really supporting us on every platform. The Instagram is growing, the Blue Sky. So we really appreciate y'all. Thank you. Thank you, Danielle All Natural. I appreciate you, babe. Thank you. All right, y'all. So again, I know I'm long-winded. We're doing Raising Kanan. This is season 4. This is episode 1. Before we get into it, or before I run the intro, I would like you to drop down in the chat. Let me know what you would rate this particular episode. Okay. If you had to give it a number between 1 and 10, give me a rating for this episode. Michelle A said, I need to come on Beyond the Gates. You really should. It's really good. I would never tell y'all no lies. You know, I'll tell you and get up here and tell you if something's bad and I didn't like it. And it was actually real good. I do that before I watch whatever Tyler Perry just put out.
I wasn't super thrilled about this first episode, but I feel like they always kind of do that though. Like it starts off kind of slow, and then as you get more like towards the season finale, like that's where you get closer to the 10s.
I hear you. Blatant said 7.5. I'm gonna have to give it. So I'm with Nels. It didn't give what I expected. However, I do like the fact that we were able to backtrack a little bit. So you weren't, but I ain't even gonna hold you. I don't know if my captions something was going on or what the deal was. Because I'm like, I was like, I don't know. Like prime example, Lou's boss, whatever that heard. Please forgive me. I'm telling you in advance. It says the old YT lady from the bar because they never said her name. They never put it up.
Shirley.
No,
mine did say it, but no, there was some things that like they were saying. I was like, that is not what's coming out their mouth. That's not what they saying. My caption was off too, but they did tell me. They did say her name was Shirley. I think I give it a 6 too. I think I agree with a 6. I did like the fact that they backtracked so that you did see like Neek's side. And I'm glad, of course, Neek is back. But I mean, it was slow. It was slow. It would
like I said, it would be a hard 7 for me. Danielle said, let's wrap this up. Okay, let's get into it. All right, we love you, boo. Let's go ahead, drop this intro, and let's get into the episode, y'all. And first and foremost, we can't do that without getting shady. All right, look, after last night, I need water too. right, y'all. So literally my notes start off with saying that, basically we get into a flashback of Rock when she took out Detective Howard. That's his name, right? I gotta make sure I got all the players right. Okay. So Detective Howard, and then even my notes, me and Nels was having this conversation before we got up here. I thought I had completely forgot that it was actually Kanan that took Ronnie out. And for some reason, I had guess made up in my mind that Neek was the one that did it. So that's what my notes say, but that's not what happened.
In the beginning, that's what it said?
I literally, my notes say, and Neek taking Ronnie out.
Girl, it showed it in the beginning of the episode. And then Rock took out Howard. Girl.
Look, okay, Danielle, see, I again, I do like the flashback. I appreciated the backstory and the filler. This was a warm-up. Okay. So they're just getting us ready. Okay. Ajay, hey boo. Thank you for stopping through.
Oh, hey Ajay.
Yes, Ajay. That's my nephew in love. I love it. So yeah, y'all. So basically,
Xavier, we was waiting on you.
Look, I was waiting for you, Xavier. Where you been at? Okay. So yeah, so no, basically they go back 3 months to prior to all of that going down. And so basically, so we can go back as viewers, which like I said, I appreciate it. So we know Ronnie had left Neek, left him for unalived in the woods. Okay. And so Neek somehow found a way. He woke up all disoriented with head injuries and whatnot. But he finds a way to a payphone in the middle of nowhere. Real convenient. And this is how this is not set in these days and times. Because where can you find a payphone?
Payphones used to be everywhere.
I know, right? But clearly we know this is not in 2025, right? So look, I wonder where they, huh?
What was it supposed to be, the 80s?
Yeah, I think it was the 80s, which they were popular around then. So we know
I was so pissed at the payphone.
Oh, that's so funny. So anyway,
Ajay.
I know, and look, I wonder if is it really Ajay or is it D under Ajay's login? I think that might be D.
Xavier was 91. Okay, close enough. There was payphones everywhere in 91.
Look, you so obsessed with Neek just writing him in the storyline. I am, Xavier. And look, Nels wouldn't let me be great. Nels just wouldn't let me be great and believe that that's what happened. Blatant Truth said, what would you have liked to see in the premiere? Okay, that's a very good question. And I think that's for all of us in the chat and me as well. I think, look, it's Deirdre. It's Deirdre. But I would have liked to see, I do like the flashback. However, I guess I would have just liked to see like more of where we're moving forward versus spending literally one whole episode stuck in past tense, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and then I felt like most of the episode was about the grandfather that's not here anymore.
That's not here, and we don't
write in the paper. Like I was just like, okay, I get it. This is an assignment, and yes, it's nice to learn about the grandfather, but I mean, can we just sit everybody down and get it all at one time? Why we got to spend half the episode on going to Lou, going to the grandma, going to everybody to get this information about the granddaddy? It was just, I felt like there was room for more stuff. It was just
okay. I actually like that assessment. I think that's very well, like what you said. I actually like that. Xavier said the time period is 1991. Okay, there was still a few around.
Bunch of payphones.
Right.
I remember
Danielle said payphone with no change in your pocket. Calling people collect was my childhood. You're hilarious. You know what's so funny, Danielle? I believe that I've tried to call people collect before, and I believe that they didn't accept the charges. So I don't think I've ever.
On the payphones back in the day, I used to prank call the police and watch them come to the payphone where it was at.
Okay, Xavier said bringing back Neek last minute meant they had to fix a lot of things. Okay, I appreciate that, Xavier. Danielle said I wanted to see Neek in any capacity was a win for me. Okay, okay.
I was glad to see Neek. I'm just hoping like this
up the TERROIST is coming. Hold on. So you're getting your charger. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I gave your charger to Dad. It's upstairs in our room.
It was hard to watch my baby in that capacity, you know.
It was
getting up and broke up and falling on the floor, and I would have liked to see him. I think we could have spent more of the episode watching him heal and getting back, and like getting back to his stuff, like get past the 3 months a little bit. I don't know. Just it was a lot of stuff that like I felt like we could have did without.
Okay, so then we get to meet we see, so he makes the call and he calls his boy Early. Now y'all help me out in the chat. Did we know him before? Because he's new to
I
me.
ain't never seen Early.
Okay, so you didn't know Early either.
Who knows? People.
I don't know. D said, I'm not sure if I appreciate them unaliving people and then all of a sudden they are alive. Okay, I don't either, but D, you know your audience. Know your audience.
The one that likes stories over here. She loves
right. Know your audience. We might not do it for everybody, but Neek is a very special. Yeah, he's a special exception to the rule. Okay. But yeah, y'all. So Early comes and gets him, and he don't even know. He don't know how he's still alive. And so he takes Neek to what I believe is an animal shelter.
It was a vet. It was a veterinary clinic.
Animal shelter, veterinary. I guess I feel like vets work at the animal shelter. Maybe I'm wrong.
What?
I don't know. That's just because I feel like
because they keep them in the cages.
Yeah.
You think they're supposed to have the animals just running freely?
No, I didn't realize that I guess because my dog ain't never really had no issues, but I didn't realize there were like overnight stays for like dogs.
If there need to be, yeah.
Oh, I guess. Okay. I thought you just took him to the vet and took him home and,
just like, just like if you go to the hospital and, something happens to you, they need to keep you overnight. They're going to do it.
Okay. I guess I get what you're saying. Yes. Early Tyler was in the store. Oh, Early Tyler was in the store last season. Okay. Thank you, Danielle. I didn't know who the hell he was. All right.
Thank you, Danielle. I still don't know who he is.
Okay. And now you can get into your scene.
So yeah, at Lou's bar, he finally apologized to Juke for missing her audition. Aisha is, Jukebox's girlfriend. She's curious about Nicole, so she asking Kanan all types of questions, talking about how her girl is all cool and that's her boot. I mean, listen, I feel like that's how it should be. Okay, I feel like that's how it should be. You should admire your what?
Question. Forgive me, y'all. I'm still eating my hibachi from last night. That's why I'm on and off.
Look, me and Ari. Look, I had some earlier. Off that one thing, I had some earlier. Then me and Ari had some, and I still had some more left over.
Right. Okay. So here's my thing. Was it just me, or at this moment, what they were showing us, were Juke and Aisha like a thing at that point? I thought that didn't happen till after. I thought at that point they were still friends because I thought Kanan was still supposed to be messing with her before she found out about Crystal.
I thought, but he had Crystal back at the house.
But remember, he was messing with Crystal for a little while before she found out. I may be wrong. Y'all let me know if I'm misconstruing something. But in my, literally, as I was watching it, I said, well, I didn't think when she was asking about her, I said to myself, oh, so she was showing interest in Juke before it was even like, but while she was still messing with Kanan. That's how I took it. But yeah, okay. Deirdre said no, they were just friends. At that point, they were just friends. That's what I thought too. Okay, but y'all, anybody disagree? I'm here for correction.
More. She wanted to be more. She was talking about how Nicole was lucky.
Okay.
Now, of course, Famous is the in-house entertainment. He's still performing the song Body. Gotta catch a body on the streets, whatever the hell song. Can he come up with a new song?
Well, you know what's so crazy? I'm actually happy that they gave us this Famous scene because I think I mentioned in one of our lives or something that I thought it was weird in the trailer that we really didn't get any Famous, which made me think, like, is he even going to be a part of the season? And obviously we know this is old footage, so it still makes me wonder. But I was just like, okay, so he's clearly still a part of the storyline. Like, you have to, I would hope that they explain to us what happened or where he went, right? Where he disappeared to, if we're not going to see him.
So then Rock, she's at the police station. She's talking to her lawyer. He basically told her, listen, they ain't got nothing on you, but still you and your family stay out of their crosshairs. Okay. Then Rock sends him out to the car because she's like, I'm a little hungry. Just came right over me. goes over to the vending machine and wants to lay eyes on her old baby daddy, the other baby daddy. Okay.
Oh, Detective Howard.
Yes, Detective Howard. So while that's going on, Marvin gets a call from Stefano to come talk to him. And, he confused. He like, you normally want to do business with my sister. You normally talk to my sister. But it is what it is. I'll come talk to you.
Famous is going to snitch on somebody, in my opinion. They left off with him getting arrested. Oh, you're right. Thank you. Hey, DeMarcus. I was wondering where you were. Hey. Xavier said, remember, Famous was talking to the police last episode. He might be in lockup. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you again. This is what I love about y'all in first episodes and why they gave us a flashback, because I do not remember all that.
Matter of fact, let me finish this part up. So then Rock's lawyer told her, that the family needs to stay clean. And basically because the FBI doesn't like to come up empty-handed. But right now, they don't have anything or anybody. So, in your circle. So right now, you good.
Right. Yeah. So then we see, my notes say, back at the animal shelter, the doctor said that he can't do what he needs to do for Neek. He said this man needs x-rays. He has multiple skull fractures or probably. And, and tells Early he basically needs to be in some type of hospital or rehab facility. Early just wants to ensure that he's going to live long enough to pay him his money. Okay. Pay him for services rendered.
I need my money on time.
He said, Neek better have my money. Okay. And so basically he also lets him know that there may be some brain damage and he might not wake up the same person or with the same mindset that he had. Thank you. I just want to address this. Thank you, DeMarcus, for the super chat. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Episode 1 was deleted scenes from season 3. The episode was very unique. No pun intended. I love it. So hold on. Let me address this real quick. D says, Famous mother turned him in because she found the gun. Who does that? Oh, yeah. I forgot you were really upset about that last season, D. I remember that. So anyway, yeah. Where did I leave off? I'm sorry. So he probably has brain damage. Ain't gonna be the same. And Early's like, I'm not trying to hear that. I just want my money. And he's like, look, when this wake up, you're gonna have bigger problems than him owing you some money. Exactly. And I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm trying not to skip ahead, but did anybody else feel like the whole him holding the pow pow situation that should have turned out differently? Like, I felt like because they kept talking about he's not going to be the same person mentally and whatever. I felt like that would have been an opportunity to just show us how different and how off kiltered he is.
If you mean when he asked the dude to hold
his, yeah. Mm-hmm. Just me. But anyway, so on the way out, you already talked about that. So then Early looks like he takes Neek back to his house, apparently, and he leaves him in the bed where we hear Neek whispering about Rock needing to step off, but then also telling her that he loves her, though. And then we see Rock at home in the bathroom looking like she might have about a morning sickness, and we already know where this is going.
So I was confused about that.
Okay.
Because he's mumbling that, the block is his and Rock needs to step off. Mm-hmm. But I thought at that point he didn't even know that Rock took over his stuff because Early had to go out and find out.
Oh, true.
Remember, he was like, yeah, go find out the lay of the land or whatever. And then he came back and he was like, yeah, Rock took over your product. Rock took over your business, whatever. And he's like, damn, Rock is like stepping on my stuff. But if that's the case, why is he mumbling that the block is his and Rock needs to step off if he didn't even know at that point?
I don't know. I think you're confused. So because he didn't know, so you're saying, oh, okay, I get what you're saying. So you're saying him saying that in his dream or mind or whatever, when he's incoherent, and then obviously that transpired, but it transpired after that. So why would he be saying that? Okay, now I'm sorry, I had to connect the dots. I was a little slow. Sorry. No, that's a good question. I don't know.
Xavier said, I thought he was repeating what Ronnie said.
Oh.
Mm.
Thank you, Xavier, because I do feel like Ronnie did say something like, but
Yeah.
why would he say something? But why would he say he loves her though? Because
I mean,
Ronnie definitely didn't love Rock.
well, I guess maybe that was Neek saying that. Maybe Neek was the
Okay.
one to tell her I love her though.
DeMarcus said Unique could turn into Dog Cujo and bite the hand that saved him and smoke early Tyler, aka T. I like that. Thank you. Honestly, I thought that's what was gonna happen, DeMarcus. I just even that whole scene. That's why I was like, them building this whole thing up. I felt like that's what should have transpired, and that's terrible. But I think I'll admit to y'all, I'm going to miss Ronnie. I know it's an unpopular opinion. I'm gonna miss Ronnie. Okay, I am. Danielle said, I took what the vet was saying as Neek will be like a rabid dog. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Team Joyce Thomas. Who's that? Oh, is that the mama? Is that mama? Joyce, I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments, DeMarcus. Xavier said, I thought he okay, you said that already. Jai said, yes, he was repeating what Ronnie was feeding him. Oh, okay. See, y'all help us put the dots together. And this is why we appreciate y'all. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Grandma. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
All right. So then Rock is in the bathroom, throwing up her guts.
I said that already. She got the morning sickness.
I didn't hear that. Marvin. Michelle said, you gonna miss Ronnie.
I am gonna miss Ronnie. If you go back, Michelle, I know you. I don't know if you was with us since last season of Raising Kanan, but
the girl,
I have always been. I think he's crazy, yes, but is he great and entertaining with his Mr. Rogers and high water pleated pants? We need that.
What Xavier said.
Look, Xavier, we need that sweater and pleated pants back ASAP. Okay, we need that back. Look, Danielle says she misses Ronnie too. I'm telling you, I don't know what they're gonna do this season, but I ain't gonna hold you. If we feel like I'll ask y'all.
It sounds like Neek is gonna be the rabid dog.
I'll ask y'all mid-season, but watch what I tell you. If we don't get no real crazy character, I don't know if this is gonna be as good of a season as last one was. I ain't gonna hold you. Ronnie was the okay. Look, Michelle A said no. I was there. I witnessed it. Okay. D said he's so scary with his OCD. DeMarcus said I miss Ron. See, I'm not alone on this island. I'm not. I just know Ronnie smells. We ain't never see him bathe. Y'all are full. Hey, Cortland, how you been? How you doing? All right. All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Nils.
All right. So Marvin met up with Stefano. He let him know that he was impressed with his work, and he wanted to put a face to the name. And so he executed the job flawlessly. Now he said he got some more work for him. His daughter Paulette's new husband, Tommaso,
I thought it was. Look, I'm lucky his name ain't Tabasco, but it's Tommaso or something like that. Yeah.
That ain't what my thing said.
What you say? I thought it was Tommaso, and it's Tommaso, y'all.
It said Tommaso.
Tommaso.
No, not with a C.
Oh, Tommaso. That's why I said it could have been Tabasco messing with me. I think I did add that C. Forgive me.
Well, he said that, he's embarrassing her and him. He said, he's a made guy, so he can't really do anything to him. He can't get his guys on him because it's against the rules. Look, Marvin said, I see you find a way around these damn rules. Okay. So he said, Tommaso's running around on his daughter, and basically that's what dudes do, but he's doing it in a public way and insulting his family. And what?
Let me just address this. Xavier, what? I gotta hit a really B on Xavier. Xavier, that's why BMF ain't been good since Lamar.
Whoa.
BMF ain't been good since Lamar. And that is why we need your crazy.
I wouldn't compare Lamar to Ronnie. I like Lamar.
I like Lamar and Ronnie. And I feel like they embody who they are as characters is what locks me. I got locked into BMF because of Lamar. I really, really like Raising Kanan because my first season was Ronnie. I'm locked in because of the crazy. I ain't even gonna hold you.
That's a problem, and it needs to
I
be
know
checked.
that says a lot.
It needs to be checked on. Okay.
I know.
So basically, he said, keep it between them two. And Marvin said, Brock don't run him. Okay. He was like, let me get a little information, and he'll roll up on him and see what he's talking about.
Okay. So yeah, so now we see Kanan sitting in the principal's office, and basically she's jumping on Kanan because he needs to turn in this paper about his grandparents, like Nell said. I don't know if we really needed this scene, but I guess they're giving us back history.
And I think it's just to let us know how important this paper is. I guess so that we know why he's going to every single person to get this information, because you have to get the paper done, otherwise your ass is going to jail.
Right. Yeah,
This ain't just some message you can just be like, I ain't doing it, and I'll just get the fail. You know what I mean? So I guess that was the reason for the scene. I still don't think we needed to go to every. We could have had a family meeting. And said, look,
well,
y'all all tell me without Rock, okay, and y'all tell me about my granddaddy, and that's it. And I'm gonna write the paper.
DeMarcus said it would be interesting if Tony Teresi and Sammy were Tommaso's hitmen and retaliate on Marvin for attacking Tommaso. Okay.
I just want to point out that they're saying Tommaso, not
Tabasco. Shut up. I know what they said. We done already went past that. Why do you want to live in the past like that?
Look, the whole episode is about the past.
Okay, you know what? So Xavier says Marvin don't need to be involved with the Italians. Okay. Danielle said, right, Danielle, Ronnie equals Lamar. Okay. DeMarcus said Lamar and Ronnie are my favorite characters. Thank you. Thank you. Xavier said, I'm glad they addressed this because I was wondering how Kanan was running a drug empire while in school. It make sense, right? DeMarcus said the scene with Joyce Thomas and Kanan together was priceless. It was. I did like that. I will say, okay. So you know what, DeMarcus? Thank you for pointing that out. I will take back my last statement because I think seeing how that scene with his grandmother and him sitting down talking with her and seeing their dynamic and their relationship is setting us up for later on in the episode when she gives him the news and swears him to secrecy, because clearly there's a level of trust there that she doesn't have with her own children and whatever. So thank you for pointing that out, boo. Cortland said, Howard told him you can't write about my family. Oh, we're going to get into that. That was just nasty work. Okay. So anyway, so he got to write this paper. And if he doesn't follow the rules, the social worker going to come get his ass, and, he going to have to go away. All right. To the kitty jail. As I tell my son, you can absolutely go to kitty jail. Okay. So she lets him know that, she's obviously talked to Rock, because he's like, my grandparents, ain't nothing real good about them. I ain't really got nothing to say. And she's like, well, I talked to your mother, and she said that there's a very deep history that you can explore. So obviously he got to go do the work now. Then we see Rock.
You know that she did that.
Right.
So and then we class.
Right. And that didn't work. And then, but you know what? I ain't gonna hold you. I hope I get that scene. But that moment with Rock,
it was a nice moment.
And Kanan, I said, I know y'all want to jump on me and tell me she is the worst mother ever, but she is nowhere near as bad as Monet. I will stand 10 toes down in that. And half of the other mothers that we see. Now, she's not better than Lucille. Lucille is a good mom, okay? But everyone else that we've seen.
She's a normal mom.
Right. But everyone else we've seen, I mean, I think Rock is in the running for one of the better moms. That's all I'm saying. So, so then we see that Rock is looking at a positive pregnancy test. Okay. So obviously we know she's with child. And so then the doctor goes by Early's to check on Neek. And he keeps warning him that, look, this brother ain't gonna be the same, and he could wake up very hostile, but Early ain't listening to nothing he had to say. And that's pretty much what I got. Do you want me to go in, Kanan and Detective Howard, or you got it?
I can do it.
Xavier, when I say Lucille, I'm talking about BMF.
I was about to say, what you mean? Who the hell is Lucille?
I know. Everybody know Lucille. Look, he said, oh, I forgot about Lucille. Hold on. Let me address some comments. We're going to get into that. DeMarcus, what do y'all like better, flashback or fast forward?
I don't like neither. I like to stay on track.
I'm kind of with Nels on this one. I hate
when shows do that damn shit.
Joyce Thomas probably needed, right? Blatant truth. She is not the worst, right? Rock is not the worst mom by any means. Rock equals Monet. Okay, Danielle, tread lightly, tread lightly. DeMarcus, Rock is worse than Monet. Okay, DeMarcus, I thought we were friends. I thought we were friends, but I see that you are, we might not be equally yoked.
The one thing I can say about Rock is she's not the best mother because of her tactics. But what makes her the better mom, I guess, compared to some of the other moms in the Power universe is the reason why she's doing it.
Right.
It's the reason behind it. But the tactics.
Boom. Xavier put it on the table. Rock actually loves her kids and would never try to unalive them. Thank you. I appreciate it. DeMarcus said, what's worse, getting rid of 2 babies or 2 baby daddies? Rock is definitely worse than Monet. No, not really, because Monet absolutely. Well, are you saying because Monet got rid of the baby daddies that she's better than Rock because she got rid? Well, look, that ain't my business. I believe I'm pro-choice over here. Okay. Danielle said, look, Danielle said both of them mamas ain't shit. Okay. I don't care. All right. I understand. Stand on business, Danielle. Stand on. Okay.
All right. So Kanan met up with his dad. He wants to learn about his grandparents. So, he could write about them. Howard said, yeah, we ain't doing that. Why you don't write about your mama's parents?
Right.
He said, yeah, I ain't talking to her right now. We ain't on talking terms. And yeah, I ain't doing that. I ain't about to talk to her just to get the information. So Malcolm says, yeah, you can't write about my parents. Okay. Because what it's gonna look like when people realizing that you ain't the son of DEF CON.
Right.
Okay. And you're actually a cop's kid. And then, he starts saying, that he does want to get in a better place with him, and that's what he's hoping for. But yeah, it ain't smart to write no paper about my parents. And really, it's not smart for you to show up at my place of business no more. So stop doing that shit too.
Ooh. Woo. Did anybody feel that? I felt that in my spirit. I said, God damn, that was mean. But yet you gonna sit and talk about, I know we're not where we need to be, but I would like to get somewhere. Not talking to me like that, you not.
Mm-hmm. And blatant truth. Let me tell you something.
Here we go. Look, I was waiting for you to address it.
The entire time I was aggravated about that. I was like, oh my God, here we go. I hate when I be feeling like they're trying to confuse me. Like they're trying to play a Jedi mind trick. Like, if you stay on track, I will remember what the hell happened last. But if you keep on jumping back and forth, now I can forget some things. And I don't want to be forgetting some things. So no, I hate when shows do that. But yes, that is all what Paradise was. I still love the show. Very much. But no, I hated that.
All right. Xavier said Monet spent an entire season, right, chasing down Drew and Diana to unalive. Nobody topping that, right? DeMarcus said Rock set Kanan up with a strap in his backpack and snitched on him. Okay, y'all ain't never going. Can we move forward? Okay, she is trying to right her wrongs.
Girl, we in past right now.
Here's another one. Hey, Share My Love. Good to see you. Look, the gang's all here. I love it. We just need Naya to pop up, okay? So you don't think Tommy's mother is the worst? He said she kept leaving him. Oh no, she's up there. But what I'm saying is that's not Rock, and I just don't like.
I wouldn't even call her the worst. She's not good either, but I wouldn't even call her the worst.
Has she done really bad things as a mother? Absolutely. But I don't think that she's the worst out of the Power universe. And let's just be real. Most of y'all, and most of y'all got to admit, most of y'all think that Tasha is the worst mother in the Power universe. Let's just keep it 100. Most of y'all think Tasha's the worst.
Xavier, let me tell you something. I absolutely love that show.
Oh, do you? I've never look.
What? I was obsessed with that show. Yes, they do the flashbacks, but I love that show. Like, I was obsessed with that show. It's crazy you brought that up. I love that show.
Well, look, let me find out you and Xavier got similar tastes, okay? So we see Juke at Aisha's house having dinner with the parents, okay? They want to know, how she got her nickname, which she explains, it was given to her by her family, because obviously she likes to sing. And so Aisha's father asked about her parents and what they do. And so Juke tells him that, her mother recently passed away, and says that her dad does a lot of different things. He's a man of many talents. All right. And so they ask her what her plans for college are. And Juke responds that she's focused on butter. I got to give y'all the butter. Okay. And seeing where that goes. So her father tells her, that basically this group in his eyes is a extracurricular activity and a distraction.
You ain't my daddy.
Right. And he reminds Aisha that no, your dream, remember your dream, your whole life has been to go to Spelman. Okay. And she was like, okay, but can we respect that everybody doesn't have the same dream? And so her mother, kind of steps in and says, she's sure Juke wants to have a bright future. And, she's like, obviously I do. I don't want to, nobody wants to be a bum. No, that's nobody's striving for that. No. Okay. And so then we see Marvin. Can I just say again, I just started season 3 of Raising Kanan, but I'm starting to notice, is this Marvin's MO that every scene we see him, he gonna be eating on something?
You didn't see the thing where they say he got to be a tourist because he always eating.
I mean, no, I didn't, but I just think it's funny because literally
I literally said the same thing too.
He's like munching on something, and so obviously here I am, the second season now. You've been here for all 4, but I'm like, is this this is a part of his character? He has to be eating something. Okay, look, Danielle said,
even in the other scene, he was making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, talking to Kanan. Remember?
Right. Xavier said, not me. I love Tasha. The only thing she did wrong was not smacking Tariq hard enough. I do agree with you, but there's also a lack in parenting there because, it's hard. You're supposed to lead by example, and she wasn't the best example. Just that,
I mean, so was your daddy.
Huh?
So was your daddy.
Oh, well, yeah, Ghost won't shit either. So DeMarcus said James influenced Jukebox to join the military. You think so? I don't think so. I think he tried to discourage her. Look, D said that's his thing. Kanan said Marvin is always eating food. Okay, so this is a part of his character because I was just like, am I the only one noticing this? So basically, he's watching Tommaso.
Tamarcus.
Marvin eating to replace the fact that he was a crackhead. Was it? Was it? I know he went into a program for his anger, but was he a crackhead?
I don't remember that.
I don't know. Let us know. Hey, Really B. Hey, boo. So yeah, Share My Love said, I think Marvin snacks a lot because he is okay. So Share My Love agreed that Really B, can you confirm, was Martin a crackhead? Can you confirm for us? Did I miss something? Anyway, let me keep it moving. So basically he sees Tommaso without the C, Tommaso, and he walks out of the club and with some girl that clearly is not his wife, and proceeds to,
get fellatio.
Okay. Well, I guess you could say that. I mean, well, it's past 15 minutes. I mean, but yeah, he's getting some head in the car. Okay. And, Marvin realizes that, he has notes to give. Okay. Share My Love said first season, Marvin was getting high. Okay. Thank you for keeping me hip. See, these are the things that Nels was supposed to tell me.
I think I do now remember that.
Okay. Yeah. Marvin did have a drug problem. All right. Thank you, boo. Yeah, go ahead, Nels.
So, okay, Rock, she goes to the doctor, to get scheduled for her A word. Okay.
Her deletion.
Her deletion. Of course, they asked about the daddy, want to know if he knows, and she says that he's unalive. Then in the next scene, her alive baby daddy is stumbling around the house. He told Early, look, I need the keys. Okay, I gotta go see Pernessa and Jerome, let them know I'm still alive. Early said, listen, I talked to the doctor. He said, you in the danger zone, sir. Okay, you need to be in that damn bed. Neek tried to tell this man, I pay you to listen to me. And this man said, you ain't pay me a damn thing.
Right.
Okay? So one ear, not the other. Then Neek falls all over the floor. Okay. And Early is like, sir, you supposed to be driving the car. You can't even make it across my floor. And then carries his ass back to the bedroom where the hell he belongs. Okay.
Mm.
See this I don't like to see my man.
I will admit it. I don't like seeing Neek like this. I don't. I don't. It's not a good look for me. It's not giving, I ain't even gonna hold you. I do want him back on the show and I need him to heal. But at the same time,
You gotta get better fast.
Yeah, he gotta get better fast because
I guess this is the 3 months. So we did see him walking around and driving after the 3 months. So maybe the next episode he'll be better.
So then we see Kanan. He goes to visit Joyce. Thank you, DeMarcus, because I say Rock's mama. Anyway, so she seems very excited to see him. And he apologizes for not visiting more. She stops him and tells him that, look, I'm not your mama. I ain't got all these expectations and demands on you. Okay. So he tells her about his assignment and he wants to know more about his grandfather, Elijah. And she's happy to share with him and tells Kanan that he has his grandfather's spirit. And she tells him that his grandfather did what he did because he didn't like the life that he had or her. And I said, well, damn. Talk about hard truths, okay? And however, he was able to do anything that he put his mind to. And basically she sits down and gives her POV of his grandfather. Go ahead, Nels.
So Danielle just brought up something in the last scene. He did say that he was looking like the Elephant Man, but I didn't know who the Elephant Man was. But the Elephant Man was, so I didn't even say it. But now that she said it, I looked it up, and you know what? Y'all dead ass wrong.
Look, okay. Do I need to Google Elephant Man? Does this need to be a moment, educational moment? Oh shit!
Y'all are dead ass wrong. Okay,
y'all wrong. Y'all wrong for that. Y'all look. Y'all know it's still Sunday. We ain't crossed over to 12 o'clock yet. Y'all going to hell. Okay. Cortland said Unique would have been crashing into everything while he was driving, right? Mm-hmm. DeMarcus said Tommaso probably was getting from Kate Egan. No, not Kate. Oh, why did Kate have to catch that stray though?
Oh my goodness.
Joyce Thomas probably needed money from Rock and Lulu for her cancer treatment. Ooh. She said, Lord forgive me. Okay, girl, you still got time to repent. Okay. I'm sorry. It's your go, right?
Yeah. So Marvin gets out his car. He met with Tommaso, okay, on the sidewalk and started to say something to him till Tommaso's homeboys came up and asked him. He's like, homeboy, you lost? He was like, I don't remember where the hell he said he thought he was, but they was like, no.
It was like Fort Greene or something like that.
I think that is what it was. And Tommaso basically told him, you better get your little ass back in that car and drive away, okay, before we make you eat this curb. Okay. And for people that don't know what eat this curb mean, that is specifically for two different people. And it's a thing that they used to do. Okay. Of course, Marvin couldn't leave without talking no mess. Okay. Cause that's just who Marvin is. And then we see Rock, she ready to get this stuff done. She in the office, the lady tries to talk her through the steps and she says, boo, I've been here before. Okay. It's just off the books. I did it when I was younger. Let's speed up this process. All right. Juke drove her home afterwards. And asked her for her. She said no, it's just a little uncomfortable. And she told her I was surprised actually that she told her that it was Unique's.
Right. I was like, but I think that just goes to show you how, I knew they were close, but they clearly yeah.
But the fact that she didn't ask or nothing, she just came out and told her. I was like, oh,
like,
of course, Juke is shocked. She don't even know what the hell to say. But she did promise to take it to the grave with her. And Juke asked if she loved her. And Rock said that, she thinks she could have. It's a possibility. You don't let the man put a baby up in you, girl. You better.
Okay.
Don't be playing games with my man.
And so finally we see Neek. He's actually able to sit up and eat. Okay. He tells Early, give me a few more days and I'm going to go back and I'm going to take care of Ronnie. And Early's like, you're not doing, you know what I'm saying? And basically, I like what Early was saying to E.T. Shout out to DeMarcus. What E.T. told him, and he said, basically, right now, you have a superpower. You're invisible. Mm-hmm. Nobody knows that you're out here. So he tells him to lay low and, see who tries to step up and take his spot. And he said, basically, that's going to let him know who had a hand in, all of this going down, right? Mm-hmm. And so Neek says he already know who did it, and he knows it was Ronnie, and Early tries to tell him that Ronnie, there's something behind Ronnie, and he couldn't have done all that, on his own. And so Neek tells him to go and see what the streets are saying. And he also lets him know that just because he's invisible don't mean that he won't get paid. And he plans to take care of every debt that he owes. And I said, oh,
D, have you met Neek? Have
what
you
happened?
met Neek? That man will make you sloppy, girl.
Oh, not Rock wanted to get that off her chest and has nobody to talk to. Okay, Danielle, that's a very good point. Cortland said, Kanan said Jukebox likes to run her mouth. She might tell someone. Ooh. D said, I'm so mad a woman of Rock's stature position would be so sloppy to get knocked up. Well, she liked, again, Neek.
Have you met the man?
Okay.
I mean, goodness.
Look, you see Soraya. It did, he knocking, it's not hard. DeMarcus said, Unique and ET watching the show, Rock was pretty clever. Unique ET. Watching. Okay, I get what you're saying. Xavier said ET gets on my damn nerves. Like, sir, shut the up. Talking about some conspiracy. Okay. Danielle said they know Rock is in menopause. Danielle. You know what? Your repentance ain't even gonna work for you no more. I'm going to pray for you tonight. I'm going to include you in my prayer. Okay, because
Xavier says she only in her 30s.
You are one tonight. I love it, but you was in it tonight. DeMarcus said ET is a great manipulator and instigator. Okay. Xavier said Rock is only in her 30s. Really B said not menopause. Go ahead.
So Marvin told Kanan that his grandfather just gave up. He just threw his hands up. He didn't care about nobody else. And that's why he did it. Okay. And it made him have to step up as daddy to Rock and to Lou. And said, your grandfather did it because he was selfish and he was weak. And to him, it felt like it answered all his problems, but all it did was leave them with the problems that he left behind and some new ones. And, they had to figure it out on their own. So Kanan is like, was there any good memories?
Right.
He said, of course, I did love him. He was my father, but that's why it hurt so bad. I don't know why in this moment. I mean, since we're going back anyway, I felt like I wish he would have. I mean, I guess he kind of did. He did share some good memories, I guess. But, he was like that he does remember when he was prize fighting, which I guess this would be a big moment for Marvin since he's the fighter in the family. What?
So back to your point, if we were going to go as far as to give all these flashbacks and go back and spend so much time talking about who this person was, could we not have gotten a flashback of him and these memories that they had?
No, they
I don't know. Am I wrong, chat? Y'all let me know. But if we're going to go so hard and spend one episode talking about who he is and what he did, I think we should have spent more time probably showing that versus us sitting around and reminiscing.
They said it ain't in the budget.
It's not in the budget. Okay.
So, he talks about how he remembers him prize fighting and, he used to see him put fools on their back. He said, he felt like his dad's muscles was his muscles and couldn't nobody mess with him. And, he said he loved him the most out of everybody. And that's why he could never forgive him. I mean, yeah, like I said, I just feel like we could have just did a family meeting and sat down and took some notes. We ain't have to.
Right. I'm not understanding why they didn't want to show us Rock's relationship with her father. Right. Especially since she claimed she was his favorite. But I don't know. I just, like Nell said, if we're going to spend this much time of this episode dedicated, because let's just keep it 100. Out of the 55 minutes of the episode, probably 25 minutes of it was dedicated to talking about this dad. Hold on, what happened? I'm late, gonna watch a replay. Hey, Ocean Dreaming, well, thank you for joining us. Danielle said, we see how Lou got his ideations and addictions. Facts. Xavier said, Power usually doesn't do flashback. This in itself was rare. Okay, but I think they could have been creative and had some of the flashback play out like in Eve's Bayou. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet because I don't want y'all to jump on me about what I haven't watched. Okay,
he said Eve's Bayou. Baby, it's shady as hell.
Xavier being shady, but I love him though. He being shady. Elijah E. Train Thomas probably had an affair with Shirley. I think so too. I absolutely think so. Xavier said, I think they're saving Rock's relationship with her daddy for later. Okay. Hey. So yeah. Then we see you done, right?
Yeah.
Look, I haven't seen it either, Trees. I'm just saying.
You should admit too.
Don't do Danielle. You got my middle name. So
I was about to say
we see each other. Okay. We see each other. All right.
No.
Then we see Early. He comes home and lets Neek know that Rock is taking over the streets and she's getting supplied by his old connect. Neek feels like Rock waited for him to build it up just to take it from him. And then Early then lets him know that Ronnie and Kanan were working together. So Neek believes this means Rock had Ronnie's back and believes that Rock put Kanan up to basically trying to take him out is what I'm getting. And so Ely lets him know, like, look, I think you're jumping to conclusions. It's not that deep. And then Neek tells him that Rock's MO is basically to meet a man and take him down. And then he talks about DEF CON and what's his name?
How she did it to DEF CON and High Post.
And see, I didn't know who High Post was. So I was like, who's that? And so, yeah, that's her MO. And Neek asked if, he has a GAT. And this is what I'm talking about. This is the scene where he picks up he gives him the weapon. Now, if he's like, might not be mentally stable, this in itself, I question and why you would be giving it to him. And that's why he had that look of fear on his face like he did, because he knew he was stupid for handing it over. But he handed him over the GAT, and we see Neek, playing with it and, doing what he do. And at this point, I literally thought he was going to pop a cap and ET's ass, but that's not what happened. Okay.
So then Kanan, he goes to see Lou about his grandfather. Okay. And Lou, he's the youngest, so he says that he's still learning stuff also. And it says, but he does know he was a creator. He was real good with his hands. He even made a lot of the furniture that was in their house. He said he was also a hell of a horn player and always worked for himself. And he said that he used to be real mad for what he did, but now that he's older, he understands him a little better and understands why he did what he did, and felt like, maybe being unalive was easy because life is hard. Then Marvin, he went to go see Tommaso while he was in a hockey locker room. Okay, talking about, listen, I got off the right exit this time, white boy. I said, oh shit,
right,
we got. Then he put an ice skate to this man's neck and told him to stop disrespecting his wife. And Tommaso said, aye, Captain. I got the message. Okay.
Oh, really, DeMarcus? You jumping ahead, but again, I didn't know who the hell she was. So
you don't remember Jess?
I've only got in since season 3. I don't think we saw her season 3.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So Rock, she goes into Kanan's room to check on him, let him know that, she meant to, help him with his paper, but she got caught up with some things. Girl, he wasn't asking you for help. He ain't asked you for help. She said, I was his favorite. Okay, so you ain't got no questions for me. He said, nope. Got everything I need. I went to go see everybody I wanted. Okay.
He's like, I'm already here. I don't want to be in this house no damn way.
Exactly. She told him, it doesn't matter what you think of me. I don't need you to love me for you to love me back. She said, I love you so much. It doesn't matter if you hate me. I said, oh. Okay. Then Neek pulled up on Ronnie and saw him with the Colombian chick. I don't remember this chick's name. Do you remember her name?
Who?
The Colombian chick.
No, Juliana. What, what's so crazy? My notes, I literally just pulled that out my ass because my notes say Neek is staking out the Spanish girl's crib, and I couldn't think of her name. And literally that just came off the
literally in my notes. It said DeMarcus. Literally in my notes, it was like the Colombian chick, and it says I don't remember her name.
Right.
Yeah, Juliana. That's y'all are right.
Oh, Marvin going after Tommaso isn't going to end well. That's what Danielle thinks. DeMarcus said Lulu sees his mother, Joyce, and Rock in Jessica, and this is why Lulu was triggered. Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Y'all, when we get to that scene, y'all gonna have to break that more down for me because, like I said, that is new to me. Yes, we figured it out. Juliana, right? Juliana and her big ass hair, right? Right, her big ass hair. But you know what? We got to give it to Juliana. At least she wasn't out here being a Karen, Xavier. At least her wig wasn't back here. Okay, so let Juliana and her big hair live. Um, so then we see Juke meeting up with Nicole's dad to share the news that she got picked up for the group. Butter.
I felt really good about this scene right here.
Look, everything triggers Lulu, right, Danielle? Can I tell you that Lou really bothers me? I'm gonna let him live.
We know.
I'm gonna let him live because he ain't really do nothing this episode. But please understand, I know that at some point in this season, I'm gonna be able to get out a good Lou rant because he just never fails. He never disappoints. Okay, so anyway, so she asked him about his experience in the army. He asked if she's thinking of enlisting, and she lets him know that she's, curious or whatever. So he says that the service gave him discipline and commitment, but he also lets her, he's very real with her and says that, they can be very conservative on certain issues, basically alluding to the fact that
we know what that means.
Right. And so he moves on to ask her more details about the group, and I'm gonna go buy 20 copies, and I'm here for you, and I'm your number one supporter, woo woo woo. And yeah, and basically, if anything, I felt like he was trying to convince her to not enlist in the military. Maybe I'm wrong, but y'all correct me. Okay, so I'll go into this.
That's what I thought too.
So then we see Lou. Okay, he's at the bar. And literally my notes say when someone named Jess walks in.
Jess, yeah.
Okay. She's back from LA. Apparently, but she says she's from Queens. So I guess they from the same hood, right? Okay. So she says
isn't that who the heck was she related to?
I don't know. You gotta tell me that one.
That's not Danielle, sister. What's that boy name? I don't remember. Just go ahead. Yeah, Famous' sister. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Look, this is why I like you, Danielle. Lou will be crying in the corner in 5, 4, 3, 2, right. Xavier. Okay, so that's Famous' sister. Michelle said, I thought too. But she did become a cop. Oh, yeah. She did end up becoming a cop later on, as we know when we see her in Power. So yeah, basically, she said that she heard about Crown, and he lets her know that his ish caught up to him. Who's Crown? Help me out. Oh, hey, King Retro. That's Detective Carter right there. That's Detective Carter. Hey, Detective Carter. Jessica be spitting facts to Lulu and wanted Lulu out of the game. Okay. Thank you for hitting us with that knowledge. So who the hell is Crown? Help me out. Nails, chat. Who the hell is Crown? Break it down for me.
That was the dude. That was the dude that owned the studio that Lou took over.
Oh, okay. But clearly he did something bad because Lou felt like he got what he deserved.
Oh yeah, he got taken out.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. Look here, Danielle come through with her facts. Here come Xavier. Crown was Diddy's son, who was you ain't. I feel like before we leave, we gotta play "Gotta Make It to Heaven" or something because y'all are not helping. Messing around with y'all, I don't know if I'll ever make it to heaven. Jesus Christ. Jessica smashed Crown Camacho. Okay. The one Lou choked out. That's what I thought. Okay. All right. So we know he said he got his best caught up to him. And so basically she's talking about, I guess she's a singer or some type of musician, which would make sense because we see Famous is talented as well. And apparently she's back in New York to meet with some labels. And she wanted to stop by and see him. And he was like, but why are you here? I didn't ask for that. Please leave. That's what it was giving. Okay. And so, then she's like, well, I'm going to be back in town. I got some more beatings coming up. And he's like, great. Don't come back. Stay where you are. I'm good. So, that's where, again, I don't see it for Lou. And, she's like, the things that you have to forgive yourself because the things that happen to you are not your fault. And I was like, Danielle, if you've been around long enough, Jessica, this is Lou. And he's just emotional as hell. And I really need him. Does he have a therapist? Can we help Lou? We got Marvin went and saw the other therapist. Can we get Lou a therapist so he can cry in an appropriate setting? Therapy does wonders, y'all. I'm just saying. Oh, hold on. No, he is Diddy's son. Okay, what are you talking? Now you lost me. Oh, so you're saying, okay. So which one? What are you talking about? Christian?
Crown. I'm talking about Crown.
So what? Who played Crown? Christian or Quincy?
Which one? The light skin one.
I think Christian and Quincy are light skinned. Okay, I know one of them. Y'all drop it in the chat. But thank you. I didn't know what you was talking about, Jack. Thank you.
They said Quincy.
Okay, Quincy. Okay. DeMarcus said Jessica told Lulu that he was smarter than Rock. Okay. Danielle said, right. Lou in rehab trying to hang from an extension. Let me get that off my damn screen. DeMarcus said Lulu is not in therapy yet. Clearly, okay? Because we see that when Shirley, when she had to call Barbara to come help him get out the bar.
All right, so Kanan's team is asking for more money, for their delivery services. And he's like, I'm paying y'all a hell of a lot more than Paul was paying you. And he said, yeah, but for Paul, we was working 40 hours a week. For you, we working 24/7. Kanan said, but I'm giving you 24/7 money. And he was like, yeah, well, it ain't enough. All right. Okay. So he was like, look, let me run some numbers and, I'll get back to y'all. Crystal, okay, the girl he was smashing, she's in the house and she tells him, you can't control what's coming in. You can only control what's going out. And he was like, why are you talking? Where did that come from? Like, who the hell are you? What do you know about this? And she was like, my father owned a health food store. And,
she's trying to build him up. She sees his potential.
Well, he don't seem to see her at all. Besides,
he don't give a damn.
He only see what she got between her legs. And she told him, and if everyone else is going one way, you go the other way because that's where the opportunity is. He said, where you get that from, a cereal box? Like, girl, hush. Then he gets a call from his grandmother that she's at the hospital. So he left out to go check on her. And she's like, should I come with you? And girl, just stay locked up in this house so you can be there when I need some. Okay. Then Marvin sat down with Stefano. And he said, basically, he was like, whatever you did worked. Okay. Because homeboy booked a Bahamas cruise for him and Paulette. Marvin said, I just reminded him, that a good woman is hard to find. And Stefano said, yeah, so was a dismembered body. Okay. And tell him that he owes him one. And coming from him, that means a lot.
So, okay. Thank you, Xavier, for clearing that up because Christian is Little Diddy. You're right. That's the one that looked just like him. I meant Quincy is Albie Shore's son, and then
Justin,
because that's the one that played, like he said, played Diana's boss on Ghost. So you are absolutely right. Thank you, Xavier. This is why we love having you in the chat. Okay. DeMarcus said Unique is not Breeze. Y'all, this whole Breeze conversation, I feel like I hear that name, but I really don't know who y'all be talking about and why his name keep coming up. But I get it. I know it was mentioned constantly, and we all been trying to, but it's so like far gone at this point that I'm like, unless they gave us a whole episode and flashback on who the hell Breeze was supposed to be, I can't try to, pinpoint it. Xavier says Crystal trying to be a queen pin, but Kanan doesn't respect women enough for that part. And unfortunately, you know why that is. And I hate to say this, love my girl Rock, but yeah. That was supposed to come from his mama. Okay. That's supposed to start at home. DeMarcus said Kanan seeing Joyce Thomas in the hospital humanized Kanan. I absolutely believe so.
I think it also humanized Joyce too, because remember when we saw Joyce before, she really wasn't like a mama that you'd really want to have for real.
No. I remember first seeing her and I was like, oh.
Yeah. So I think it kind of humanized her as well.
So then we get into, like we talk about, thank you, Demarcus, for segueing into this next scene. Kanan's at the hospital with his grandma. He learns that she fell out, she fainted. And she tells him that she called him because, she could use his help getting home. And she reveals that she's suffering from kidney cancer. And basically, she hasn't told any of her children and wants to keep it that way. She doesn't want them coming around making it about them and their issues with her. So I ain't even gonna hold you, but when she said that, I understood exactly what she was saying. Like, for whatever reason, whether she be on her, on her way out bed, is on her way transitioning, or whatever the case may be. What I'm not gonna do is now open up the floor for you to come and tell me all your gripes that you had with me before I passed. I'd rather die in ignorance. I'm sorry, that sounds real ignorant, and I said it. It sounds ignorant, but I'm with her. I'm going out with all this ignorance. Y'all deal with that shit. I'm sick. Okay. Crystal. Oh, I already said that. Demarcus said, okay, got there. Oh, Ocean Dreamer said, we don't know him. Who Breeze? Right. He's so far gone. Demarcus said, people think everyone that watch TV is Breeze. That part. That part. Danielle Natural said they made her look like she only wanted her kids' money. Absolutely. Absolutely, Danielle. So then, y'all, we see someone in the distance watching Lou as he's getting ready to leave the bar. He's pissy drunk, trying to get into his car. And this person looks like, as Lou stumbles, this person looks like they want to take the shot. And I'm just going to assume that this person was Neek. This is an assumption. I don't think we know, but I think they're alluding to that it was Neek. And then my notes say the YT lady came out and helped him. Shirley helped him go back and get in the back into the bar and not drive and go, hurt himself or possibly someone else. Who was that coming for Lou? I think it was Neek. Yeah, that's what I think. I think it was Neek. But if y'all differ in the chat, please let me know. Let me know. And then you want me to just finish it out?
Yeah, if you want to, yeah.
Okay. And so then we see Rock. She's talking to the social worker who's trying to, get deeper. And we know Rock is never going to let that happen. And Rock said, I'm good. Because she's like, well, I know you just lost your partner, the father of the child. And then with the loss of the baby. And she's like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I don't cry over spilt milk. Ain't nobody got time for that. I can't cry over what's lost. I got to keep going and moving forward. I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for your services. Okay. And then we hear pow pows in the distance, right? Shots ring out and they take us back to Rock leaving the scene after offing Detective Howard. And to Nels's point, Neek is watching in the distance. So there's no way he could have taken out Ronnie, even though that's what I told y'all when we started this.
But then I wonder if this changes what Neek thought about Rock now, about her wanting to, working with Neek and taking over the business because, wanting him to start up the business just so she can take it over. I wonder if now that Neek is gone and they did it, I'm not Neek, now that Ronnie's gone and they're the ones that did it. And remember, he was talking about how Kanan is working with him now, if that changes everything for him.
I wonder, and you know what? So here's my prediction for this season. Y'all can tell me if I'm reaching. It's okay. It's the power universe. I don't care if I'm off. We still talking about somebody named Breeze, and we don't know who the hell he is. Okay. So I think my prediction for this season is that we are going to see Rock get in a really bad situation with Neek. And I think it is just my thoughts that she's going to have to tell him, in order to save her own life, I think she's going to have to tell him about that baby. Now, I don't know if that's going to keep her alive, but I think she's going to have to end up telling him because that's probably the only way he won't off her. But then once he finds out what she did, he might still unalive her. That's why I said it may not keep her alive, but I can absolutely see him getting that information.
Xavier is saying he don't think that it's going to change nothing, and said that, Unique is going to think that she played them both.
DeMarcus says Shirley saves Lulu. lose life in more than ways than one. She did. Demarcus, it was unique. Okay. Xavier said Rock was not keeping no dick. Okay. Yeah, she won't. It don't change nothing. Unique thinks they played him and Ronnie. Okay. Rock probably don't tell Unique that she got doesn't tell Unique that she got rid of his baby, just like she didn't tell Howard that he was Kanan's father. Oh, okay. Um, D said, yes, there has to be a reason they made her pregnant. Right. I absolutely agree. Thank you, Ocean Dreaming. I just be reaching out there into the waters. I just be reaching out there into
The
to
waters.
the water. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what transpires. But to D's point, there has to be a reason why I mean, aside from we knew they were hunching, but we had to know, like, there had to be a reason. And I think the only reason would be is so he doesn't end up unaliving her.
Mm-hmm.
That to me can be the only reason. But I don't know. We appreciate y'all. Thank you for being here with us up late, up to 11:30 on a Sunday night. But we thank you for your support. If you have not already, please make sure you've hit that like button.
Make sure you comment.
Make sure that you guys are subscribed.
And you hit the notification bell.
And make sure you're following us on all the platforms, the Blue Sky, TikTok, IG, and Facebook, y'all. And yeah, we will catch you next week, next Sunday, 10 o'clock. I promise I'll be timely. Sorry, y'all. I'll be timely. And yeah, thank you so much, D. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, Ocean Dreaming. And yeah, we will catch y'all. Good night. We'll catch y'all next week for the recap of Raising Kanan. Have a good week. Bye-bye.